Hey, Todd.
How you doing, Mark?
So why are we meeting?
Think me and you want to have a discussion on some political topics in the crazy state of the world. Yes.
And let's introduce ourselves.
My name's Todd Haskell. I'm 31. Yeah, 31 years old. I'm from Hayward,
Wait a second, you
Wisconsin.
sure?
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
Well, I'm from Chicago, Illinois, but now I live in Hayward,
But you know you're
Wisconsin.
31. Okay, fine.
I consider myself a Republican. I have voted Democrat in the past. Well, I did consider myself Republican. Now I really don't know what I consider myself, I guess. I'm a little undecided at the moment. I mean, I voted Obama the first two elections. He was a leader. He was someone I could get behind. I mean, at the time I was deployed both times. I fought underneath Bush. I was actually, when I got to Afghanistan, my first time, Bush was still president. And we watched the debates over there, and I was with a lot of my NCOs and stuff they weren't really Democrat. They were more conservative-ish. I don't know, liberal kind of, but not an extreme. So they kind of opened my mind to some different ways of thinking. And I really liked Obama. I mean, he was a leader. You can tell that even when the Democratic National Convention, I mean, him alone, when I watched that, I was like, my wife was sitting there. I'm like, that's a leader. That's a guy you can get behind. That's a guy you could follow. And you could just tell he projects that. He's very presidential.
I'm Marc Kornblatt, filmmaker, born in New Jersey, moved to Wisconsin after I met my wife. We lived there for 32 years, raised my kids there. They're, Badgers from birth. And they both moved to Israel. And my wife and I went to visit them for a year. And while we were visiting, this is 4 years ago, we decided, hey, we want to move here too to be by them. And I'm talking to you from Tel Aviv. Just turned 66. I've been a Democrat my whole life. I did vote for one Republican congressman years ago who was running because I just thought he was a much better candidate. Since you're not sure right now, maybe that'll come out as we continue to talk. Give me 3 reasons why you voted for Trump last time.
I hate to be the person that's like, oh, he spoke his mind and put these politicians in check. That was a big one. He said things that I wanted to say, like what the hell is going on? Why aren't you fixing things? Stuff like that. The other one was, politicians are politicians. They've been the same way forever. And I did feel like it was time for a shakeup and time for maybe to get politicians to be like, hey, this can happen. This is a real situation that is about to happen. We need to start maybe stepping up a little bit and becoming better leaders, better, whatever. That was my other reason. And then the third was just, I know it sounds stupid. And I know Trump has been given things throughout his life, but I do respect people who look at life from a business standpoint, I guess, if that makes sense. I'm not saying I'm a businessman by any means. I work in a factory. I'm not, Jeff Bezos or Donald Trump, but he did make a few smart plays and a few bad plays. And the way he was with money and stuff, I thought maybe it was time to look at our system as a business and not as what we, I guess, look at it now. So it just came down to calling people out, trying to change things a little bit. And, maybe it's time to look at this country and what it's becoming.
We've got a couple weeks until the election. Things are in flux right now, but I think this sets up where you're at. So now I'll just give it to you where I'm at in terms of this.